Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your manifestation coach. All the information from me is below. I mainly coach in audio exchange that we exchange back and forth, in which we cover your entire history, starting from your childhood, your beliefs, your parents, the kinds of experiences that formed your blueprint. What is a blueprint? It's a set of beliefs that you walk around with till this day, which is why your manifestations could possibly not be working right now, not working out to the full extent, or maybe not working out at all. Each of my packages does include telephone sessions as well. I have 3 packages for those who want to be coached by me. Actually, I have 6 packages, but for individual people, if you want to have a 2-week package, there is that 2 weeks unlimited. It includes unlimited audios and emails, as well as 2 telephone sessions, 1 hour each. There's a monthly unlimited, which I recommend. This is a minimum amount of time to spend with me in coaching, and I really do mean minimum. And in most cases, I found that it's not really enough. It's just the beginning. Like I said, I'm very thorough. I cover everything, starting with your childhood. So in the monthly unlimited, you have unlimited audios and emails, interaction with me. Now, unlimited doesn't mean you get to send 1,500 emails to me in one day. That is not what it means, okay? Some people really misunderstand that. And unlimited just means there is no set amount per month, okay? You do not get to send me 15 emails in one day and expect me to answer, okay? That is completely unreasonable. That is not what I do. You get to send me 1 audio at a time or 1 email at a time. I really do prefer audios because I really get to listen to how you speak, what you say about yourself, and what kinds of words you choose. It really, really does matter. Each audio is maximum 20 minutes long. When you sign up for my coaching, there is an agreement you need to sign which outlines all the rules of my coaching. If you start resisting me, if you start arguing with me, start arguing with my methods, my coaching fee is non-refundable. I get to terminate the coaching at any point. If you are getting into coaching with me, I just go on the assumption that you are familiar with my channel, that you've made yourself familiar through the gajillion videos / audios that I have on my channel, and that you understand what you're getting into. There is an agreement also posted on my YouTube community. It outlines everything. Basically, it says if you have deep psychological issues, this is not that kind of party. I am not a therapist. I never said that I was. I am a coach. A coach means I get to help you establish yourself in the manifestational game, help you achieve results in manifestations. And while I do cover your blueprint, i.e. your childhood and adolescence and college years and this and that, your parents, in no way, shape, or form am I a therapist. I am just getting to know the person that is in coaching with me. Additionally, like I said, if you resist my methods, if you start arguing with me, if you start, sending me 15 emails a day, again, I get to interrupt our coaching because you knew going in that these were not the rules, and the coaching fee is not refundable. I'm more than pre-advertised my personality. My personality is that I sometimes curse. I'm extremely direct. I cut to the chase. I don't have time for dilly-dallying or sitting with you in coaching for months on end. I recommend 2 to 3 months in my coaching. Okay, that's what the amount that it should take you. Sometimes some people come back to me with a refresher course, whether it's 2 weeks or another month. That has happened, but it happens months later. And so sometimes that happens. But 2 to 3 months, please come prepared to spend at least 2 to 3 months with me. I also do not offer any planned payments. You need to pay me in full. In fact, you need to prepay it in advance so that I take you seriously. Your intention is to be serious. Sometimes there's a wait. Whenever somebody exits the coaching with me, I email you and tell you, hey, you're next in line. We can start on this date. Okay, so that's the monthly unlimited. And then the monthly unlimited complete is for somebody who wants to be mainly on the phone with me. Now, we do need to schedule those phone sessions. You can't expect to talk to me every single day. It could be every other day. Okay, I don't even think it's healthy to talk every single day to your coach, but every other day we get to spend an hour on the phone. You can email me or text me in between. That's the package for you if you really want to be on the phone with me rather than send me audios and wait for me to go through them. It does take an inordinate amount of time for me to go through these audios because I take extensive notes. I do take notes anyway because I record these conversations with your permission, of course, and obviously, but I do take notes anyway. But for me to be able to respond to an audio, let's say it's a 20-minute audio, I spend at least an hour and a half going through it and then another half hour recording my response. So this is 2 hours of my time. All right. So really, my fee as a coach is really discounted for the type of work that I do and the amount of support you really get from me on a daily basis, on a regular basis. Okay, really quick, I also included, so I have the private seminar for 10. You guys know about this. This is via Zoom or in person. I live in New York. I prefer being in New York unless, it's somewhere local as in United States, and then we can discuss. And recently I've added another package for coaches. I've coached coaches, meaning somebody who wants to become a coach just like myself. This is a monthly package for coaching. I basically go through everything with these people that I teach in my coaching, and I advise how to, establish your brand, establish your personal style of coaching, how to really help people achieve their goals. Okay, so that there's this package. This is something new, and there's also a crash course for one. It's an audio, basically explaining what I go through in coaching on the span of 2 to 3 months. And then you have 2 telephone sessions with me if you have any questions. Now, I recently been asked if I'm a certified coach. I don't particularly know what the hell that means. I'm a coach who has experience, who has worked with people extensively for almost 7 years now. I'm certified by experience. I don't know that there's a school for manifestational coaches, okay? I've read and researched and educated myself extensively for, oh my goodness, it's now 12 years. I have my personal experience to show for it. I have the experience and success stories of my clients. Now, the reason I don't share many success stories is most of my clients like their ideally they like to stay, unnamed and incognito. And I understand a lot of my clients, they're very successful. Some of them are well known, some of them are famous. I never ask. If I ask, it's because it's something tremendously, valuable for people to share. And if the person says no, then I say okay. But I never ask just everybody to just like straight away to share their experience with me. I don't do that because of the confidentiality agreement between me and them. Sometimes the success story is so specific that it will give away this person's identity, and I don't want that, okay? Just like I expect to be respected as a coach and not to be harassed outside of YouTube, and to not be stalked on social media, which some people have engaged in, and in other forms of harassment, which I reported to the police. I had to unfortunately do that. I respect my clients' confidentiality completely until they break that confidentiality, and then I go to the police. Because like I said, if you have deep psychological issues, you don't need a coach, you need psychological help. But most of the time, everybody's lovely and very pleasant, and I love my clients to the moon and back, which is why I'm very protective of them. And I don't really care to ask for any success stories. So If you're okay with my style of coaching, it's more than pre-advertised. If not, I wish you good luck and I hope you find what you're looking for. If you listen to what I say, if you follow my guidance, if you really follow the program that I would love for you to follow, which is by now my coaching is so well shaped that it's basically bulletproof, and if you follow it you will achieve results. If you don't, and if you want to do something else and engage in arguing with the coach and this and that and conflicts and bullshit and have your own mind about things, and instead of just following what I'm talking about, then you know what, again, wish you good luck. I hope you achieve something. So by signing up with me, you really should understand that you're entering into good hands if you just follow my guidance. When you go to have an operation with a surgeon in the hospital, you don't argue with the surgeon and you don't tell them what tools to use or this and that. You just trust that this person knows what they're doing. It's the same fucking scenario here, okay? Anyway, I just felt like getting this out. If you have any questions, my email is below. You have to pre-book on my website or use my Cash App. And there's also Venmo, but I really prefer my website or Cash App. Those are the top two choices. And again, if you have any questions beforehand, by all means, email me. Okay, the subject of today is how to stop chasing your SP and why. So SP obviously means specific person, and this does not, by the way, mean just romantic relationships. This means anything. This means business, this means friendships, this means family relationships, you name it, okay? So obviously, if you have chased your SP, and listen, many people have, I don't think you should feel bad about it. It's not about feeling bad. It's adjusting what you're doing and getting a new result. Because anything you've done up until now, it's just that, your history, right? Which is why, for me, in coaching, it's important to cover what you have done thus far and why. What is the blueprint? Now, when you cover this in coaching with me and you talk about everything that happened thus far, this is not to... some people ask me, oh, am I not resurrecting what I have already done? And am I not then attracting what I don't want? Well, no, because it's important to examine what did you unconsciously create thus far. It was an unconscious creation so that you can get familiar with what is in your unconscious, what is in your blueprint. Without uncovering what's in your unconscious, subconscious mind, you're going to repeat the cycle over and over again. So, if you're not going to examine why you chase that SP, why you're still chasing them energetically or in physicality in the 3D, you are still going to repeat that fucking cycle till the end of motherfucking time. Seriously though. Okay, you're gonna repeat it, you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna continue watching YouTube videos, you're gonna continue really not having a great time. Whereas when you examine your blueprint and you understand what you're working with, what kind of mindset, what kinds of triggers, what kinds of basically belief system that makes you act the way you do, you then have the conscious decision to make a new choice. You're no longer operating from being unconscious. You're making conscious decisions and saying, no more am I going to act like this person before. I'm going to act like a new person, like the person that I want to become. Okay, version 2.0 of you. And remember, the version that you want to become, first of all, doesn't chase your SP, but also attracts a different kind of SP that you really want to have in your life. That's the whole shebang. So your job one would be to understand who is chasing. You are chasing. Okay, why are you chasing? Okay, chances are you don't feel worthy of them. you don't feel like you deserve them. There's something in your program where you've experienced this more than once already with many different other people. And either you don't, like, it's a combination of things, like you don't feel worthy, you don't feel they will choose you, you think they're too good for you, you feel like you're not worthy enough, so therefore you have to do something extra. Okay, do you really think, right? I think this question needs to be posed. Do you really think that by chasing somebody, by imploring somebody, by fighting this fight, you will get any meaningful results? The answer is no. N-O. Never has that happened. Never in a million fucking years will that happen. Okay? And just imagine for a second, if you will. Imagine you're this person that's really confident. Just imagine for 1 second. Play along with me. You're this magnificent, confident version of yourself. You're really secure in yourself. You are confident. You make the money you want. You have the career you want. You have the house you want, or whatever it is you want, the car you want. You have the attention you want. You're excelling in life. You're on top of the fucking world. And you look magnificent. You look in your best shape, and you look just wonderful. And everywhere you go, people treat you like a queen or a king. Okay. Now imagine then further that somebody that you had an interaction with romantically or in any other way, like I said, or in business or in any other way, begins to obsess over you in the most unhealthy way and begins to chase you, begins to text message you, begins to email you, la 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 la, non-stop. Do you really think you're going to be attracted to this person? Don't worry, I'll wait. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It's gonna be such a big fucking turnoff. You're gonna be like, who is this person? Seriously though, get your shit together. Now, parenthesis here, right? Energetic chasing is the same thing. If you're looking at them on social media, if you're thinking about them all the time, how they're not here, if you're obsessing about them in the most unhealthy way, if you're asking about them through friends and this and that and the other, if you kind of like being this kind of like stalker person, energetically even, it's the same thing. Universe is not fooled, never has it been fooled, never will it be fooled, okay? Your energy, remember, your energy is what makes the universe. The universe that you live in makes up of that energy. And so if you're in a chasing mode, usually someone is running away, okay? Chasing is the opposite of attracting. If you're chasing, you don't believe that you can have that person, and the universe says your wish is my command. You don't have that person. And in fact, they're blocking you on every social media. They're not talking to you, they're ghosting you, they're ignoring you. Okay? You orchestrated the entire shebang. Congratulations. Now, having said that, this is not to put anybody down. This is just examining the engine. Again, it's important to examine what it is you created until now. Really important. Because what you do with that, right? You reverse engineer it and you create something opposite, right? Because just as you created something unwanted, you can reverse engineer it and make something wanted out of it. And again, it doesn't really matter what happened up until now. It doesn't matter what has been said. It doesn't, like, literally doesn't matter what has happened up until now. You can completely reverse the situation. How? Drum roll. By changing yourself. That's all you have to do. That's it. Which is why the work on yourself is the most important work you'll ever do. Which is why watching 500 million YouTube videos, my darling, doesn't help you. Will never help you. Will never help you. And you know what? Parenthesis here. Here's why. Because first of all, that's too many fucking videos. 500 million is a little bit too much, right? You might agree. And of course, it's an exaggeration of a number, but basically, the reason why is that every coach out there on the internet has their own take, right? Everybody's different, everybody has something to offer, but nobody's 100% like exactly what you should be doing. Why? Because even when I record these audios, I may hit a spot with some people, but I may not talk about your specific case. Why? Because I don't know your fucking case. Yeah, you're not in coaching with me. You need to be in coaching with somebody who gets to know your story, your particular situation, and then you get help. But watching like abstract situation and abstract videos and audios, it's not exactly help because you ultimately are not addressing the root of the problem, which is specific to you. Okay, so many people can talk about many different things on YouTube. Some of it is helpful, some of it is not, some of it is toxic, some of it is obsessive. You know, the other day, a client of mine told me, don't you find the ESP community like really like toxic? I'm like, yes, I do, but that's another story for another time. Because a lot of people are just focusing on keeping people on the leash, like really entrapped into watching their videos till the end of time. And that is not helpful. That is not what's supposed to happen. I keep talking about it, and I hope you people are listening. So reverse engineer what you want. I mean, create it through reverse engineering by becoming a new person, by becoming somebody different, by changing yourself. If you change yourself, the outside changes. Now, of course, it doesn't happen overnight, which is why I recommend coaching and not watching YouTube till the end of time, till 2 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it is you're doing, not crying, not bitching, not begging, not chasing. The work is on you. You know how like ridiculously perfect this works? When you change your energy, your universe changes. You might not see it immediately, like tomorrow or whatever, but when you change your energy, your world changes. New things come about. People change. I promise you, when I tell you, it has happened to me. Like most recently, I meant to say to bring up this example really quick. I had this business situation most recently, and we were in conflict for, a couple of years. It was tiring, it was exhausting, this and that, until I decided to change this person and say, no, this is going to be like my best friend now. This person is going to really accommodate me, everything that I need from them. They're going to really kind of, serve my purpose. And this purpose came and apologized to me for the way that they behaved towards me. And this lasted for, 3 or 4 years. But you see, it doesn't change until you change the energy, right? So if you're in the energy of chasing, nothing changes unless you change the chasing. And so the way that you reverse and engineer it is you start investing in yourself. The amount of energy that you invested in this fucking chasing is ridiculous. And can I tell you something? It's a black hole. It's energy into nowhere. Gone. Don't know where it is anymore. Now reverse it. Reverse engineer it and start investing this energy in yourself. And magic will happen. Magical things will happen. Miracles will happen. Why? Because now you're no longer focused on the outside. Okay? Attraction is about going in, not out. Attraction is arrows of energy towards me. I'm attracting, not going outward. Okay? Very big fucking difference. If the energy is not coming in, it's going out. And you have to be really careful about that, because the universe is your platform. It's like your situation, you're under your command the entire time. So if you're pointing the arrows out, the energy is going out, everything is going out. If you're pointing the arrows in, you're investing in yourself, in your well-being, self-care, creating new business, making yourself happy, smelling the roses, going to buy perfume, taking a great walk. It's springtime in New York. How lovely, finally. We're not going to be freezing our asses off. Doing things that really like make you feel good, like make you feel elevated. You're investing in yourself. And then what happens with that, okay? And I can talk about it till the end of time. And I really, really mean this. This is it, people. When you invest in yourself, the world turns around and asks, how may I be of service to you? Because you invested in yourself, the entire world wants to invest in you. Now that this may not happen verbatim, but something will happen. This will happen, that will happen. And it's like everything is orchestrated in your favor. All of a sudden, because you chose to stop the fucking stupid chasing, stop the desperate mode, and start investing in yourself like the queen or the king that you are, of your reality, of your universe. For a moment there, you forgot that you're the one, the only one, like Neo, in your reality, in your quantum field. Now, when you remember that and you start investing in yourself and you start burying yourself, starting doing the work and this and that, like I said, the entire universe, it's as if you're on a movie set and everybody's like, listen up, everybody. The next scene is we're all looking at you. We're all catering to you. It's as if the whole world turns around and says, what can I do for you? Are you happy? Can I do da 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 da? I want to make you happy. What can I do for you? It's like that. It's not an exaggeration. This is physics. It's quantum physics. This is how it works. So forcing never works. Forcing, begging, chasing, stressing, worrying, fearing. Oh, no, 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 no. First of all, fear is the lowest frequency feeling that you can have. If you're in fear, you act differently rather than when you're in love. And what does in love mean? It doesn't necessarily mean like I'm in love with somebody, but it could mean I'm in love. Like right now in New York, like I said, there are like cherry blossoms and magnolias and fucking beautiful weather and this and that, sunshine. I'm in love with this weather. Right? So if you're on the frequency of this kind of feeling, you attract different people, different circumstances, different events. You're on the frequency of love. If you descend to fear and chasing and bullshit, not only your SP is not coming back to you in a million fucking years, but you're going to attract other bullshit situations that you quite frankly do not need. And I'm sure somebody will comment and ask me, but Anna, how come you attract stalkers from your channel? Well, you know what it is? I think a lot of people are a little bit too cuckoo about this whole manifestational situation. Some, not all, very few, a couple, but they make up for a whole bunch of people. Because I think it's well, one, not everybody can be helped by a coach, and two is because people are a little bit too obsessed over this. It's not that complex. It's not that complicated, meaning it's not easy given your history, but it's pretty simple. And this is what my work is, explaining to people how it really works, if you let me. Now remember, if you had the new vibration, right? The new vibration of that new person that you will create by investing in yourself, becoming who it is you really want to be. Like forget the SP for a second. Go invest in yourself. Go create something you will be really proud of. Go achieve something. Go situate yourself. Okay? Create your kingdom or queendom. Create that shit. Chances are right now, guarantee you, some of you, if you're chasing your SP, your life is not together. It's just not. Your finances are not together. Okay, your job is not what you want it to be. Your health is not up to par. Am I right? I'm right. But if you situate those things and you start investing in bettering your life, not only that SP will come back, but many other different options will turn up that will be far surpassing your SP probably, or, will be a confirmation that you've made a profound change within yourself. And so if you hold the new vibration of that person that you've become, everything and everyone around you will be colored by that same vibration. Inevitably so. Like, it's inevitable. The world is colored by your vibration. I already said this in the audio. The entire world, as it were. Everything. All the events. And nothing else can... This is the beauty of being in the vibration of your preference, right? Excuse me. If you hold a vibration, no other vibration can come in. If you hold the vibration of fear, the vibration of love cannot come in, to put it really simplistically. And if you hold the vibration of love, no events, people, or circumstances that are on the vibration of fear will ever come in. Never. Never, never, never. And even if they will not be able to affect you. Ever. As the spectrum of emotions is where you want to go. I try to talk about this in almost all of my audios, because I'm trying to verbalize what I clearly see. And it sometimes is a challenge to explain in words how to explain this, right? Vibration has a color. It has a feeling. It has a feeling, but it certainly has a color. 100%. So picture yourself. Here's another exercise for you. Picture right now, if you're chasing your SP, what colors do come to mind? My intuition tells me gray, bleak colors, maybe like grayish blue, maybe black even. Not fun. Blech. Whereas if you elevate yourself and you start being the one chased, the one who's being chased, the one who's being adored, suddenly your SP turns around and says, what's up with this person? I haven't heard from them for a while. They suddenly stopped chasing me. Where did they go? What's happening with that girl or boy, woman or man? And they start looking you up on social media or whatever. Some friend tells them something and they're like, oh, you haven't heard? They're doing extremely well. They're doing marvelously well. You have no idea what you're missing out. Oh, you ghosted them? Oh my God. You're lost. You're lost, my darling. Now that energy feels like, well, what comes to mind is like red or bright pink or white colors, passion, really feeling joyful, really feeling uplifted, no matter what. And I'll tell you what else, and I'll close with this. Even if you get your SP back, when you get your SP back, and I say even if you get them back, meaning like even if you invite them back into your life, that's what I really mean. Because you might not even want them by the time you become a new person. You still should be your own person. You still should invest in yourself first. Why? So that you can be an equal partner in that relationship. Because who the fuck wants someone who chases? No one. But no one. A valid partnership is an equal dance. It's a tango. We go together. An equal energy exchange. A person who stands on their own and does their own shit and creates without you, but then comes together with you in a lovely tango dance. That's an attractive relationship. Chasing is not attractive, and it's in the word. It doesn't attract what it is you want. It repels it, period. And I finally want to say this. Being insecure, being this person, that you've kind of descended to because of your belief systems, chasing and doing all these stupid things, quite frankly, is beneath you. You're the center of your universe. You're the king or the queen of your reality. If you've simply forgotten that, you need to remind yourself of that immediately. And then the entire premise of chasing and what it is you thought you had to do to get this person back lifts off of your world. And you realize what the truth is actually, what is the truth. In the reality, you are the reality. And the reason this person started running away from you in the first place is because you started chasing. If you just admitted to yourself, oh yeah, I am the queen or the king of my reality, I'm the center of the universe, I command the universe, no chasing would be necessary on your part. You wouldn't even think that it would be necessary. All you have to do is just sit in the middle of your universe, like a golden Buddha that you are, and think. Just think things into existence. Think and feel things into existence. And of course, parenthesis here, provided you've done the work on yourself, done the work on your beliefs, and know that it is that simple. It's not easy if you don't have your beliefs aligned in your favor, but it is that simple. All you have to do is just sit and think, decide what you want, and stop any kind of forceful situations in the 3D because it leads to nowhere. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. All my information is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.